But that fight was the pressure you're under. And remember, I wasn't as big as a star as Pettis, not even close. You're talking about champ, the guy
Wheaties.
WEC champ, UFC champ, Wheaties box. And he goes on the Wheatie box and goes on a fucking losing streak. Granted, he's lost some of the best in the world, but goes on a terrible losing streak. Yeah. So he lost 3 in a row.
Fought a monster.
Now you have this monster in Charles Oliveira.
Wrestler.
Oh, man. No, Charles is a stand-up guy, black belt in jiu-jitsu. Not really a wrestler.
Oh, really?
No. Great stand-up.
Good takedowns, though. I mean, he kept going.
Great stand-up, great on the ground jiu-jitsu, very dangerous.
Strong.
New weight class, 145. I thought, man, I don't know what's next for Pettis. I'm so glad he got that win.
Is that weight cut for him tough?
Boy, his cardio was tough in that second round.
Is that from the weight loss?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really? Mm-hmm. Just being dehydrated and all that?
Yep. With no IV too. I don't know who they toss him next, but if they toss him a grappler, it's that at 145, it's tough.
He's working his grappling a lot, though. It looks like. I mean, his takedown defense.
Again, when people go, he's working his grappler. He brought a wrestling coach. Okay, but you're in the top 5. That doesn't. It doesn't compute. It doesn't work. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, you have your skill set. You can get better and recognize things and come up with certain moves that will counter of some of what they do. But when it's their bread and butter and it's their nature to take your ass down, you're going down.
You're going down.
It's just what they do.
You
know what I'm saying? It's like it's very, very, very tough.
It's so subtle. They have just.
But you're talking about at a world class level. It's just like their timing and their intricacies and these little movements. You're just not going to. It's over years and years and years and years of experience. No, you just can't. It's like if you might have a guy in the NFL. Let's say Paxton Lynch has a crazy powerful arm. He's way more athletic than Tom Brady. He's faster. His arm's bigger. He does everything physically better. But Tom Brady has done it so many times. Since how long has he been playing? 15 years.
So consistent.
You just can't. There's nothing. Paxton Lynch can do whatever he wants, and he might be a better athlete. It just ain't gonna happen. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Well, what do you? I do though think that Pettis, because of his athleticism, because of his strength, his size at that weight class, I think he's
not that big.
Yeah, I think though he's definitely in the top 5. I can see him.
He just beat number 7, so maybe they have him at 6 or 5. Have they done the ratings yet?
Humor me on this question.
Hey, give us the top 5 at 145, please.
Humor me on this question. Pettis, McGregor. Are you intrigued with a fight like that?
Yeah, I'd love that fight. McGregor's not making 45 though.
He's just not.
You do a super fight at 55, but again, that's not on the table for anyone. And I think Dana came out today and was like, McGregor has a decision to make. He's either fighting 45 at Aldo or Eddie Alvarez at 55. Those are the fights. There's nothing else. There's no trilogy. There's no what you got, Ev?
The top 5 at featherweight are Jose Aldo, Frankie Edgar, Max Holloway, Ricardo Lamas, Cub Swanson.
I'll still put Pettis up with Cub Swanson, as great as he is. I'll put him up with.
That's a great fight.
Oh yeah, there are a lot of guys.
That's the fight. Yeah, that's the next fight.
That's a good fight.
Cub versus Pettis is your next fight.
I'm putting my money on Pettis.
I have him favored 3 out of those 5.
Yeah, I do too. I like him.
Lamas is a tough fight for him. Swanson, I like him in. What's the other one?
Frankie's going to wrestle the shit out of him.
Frankie and Aldo are tough. And who else did you have?
Max Holloway.
That's a good fight there.
That's a great fight. I'd love to see that fight.
Holloway Pettis. And you know what? Holloway needs like that. He's won 9 in a row? 7 in a row? 8 in a row?
I think it's 9.
It's either he's won 9 in a row. He deserves a title shot. They might give it to him next, especially if Conor can come to 45. Max Holloway versus Aldo is 100% your next fight. But if you want to build Max Holloway's star just because they want it a little bigger, is why he hasn't got a title fight, you give him Anthony Pettis and make it a main event on Fox or Fox Sports 1.
Oh, yeah, it's 9 in a row.
Wow.
9 in a row. He's beat Lamas, Jeremy Stevens, Charles Oliveira, Cub Swanson, Cole Miller.
Oh, my God.
Andre Feely.
His last loss was to Conor McGregor in decision.
Yeah.
If Conor fights him, that's a tough fucking fight now. Yeah. It's 2 different fighters.
Yeah.
Great fight. But Max Holloway versus Aldo is what it should be, especially for Conor to come down. But you go Max Holloway versus Anthony Pettis, which people would say, oh, Anthony needs to wait in line. Not really, man. You're talking about the 155 champ, Wii box cover, just beat the number 7 guy in the world, new weight class. He can jump up with Max Holloway. And honestly, Max needs that. What else are you going to give Max?